Hey everybody. Hello, hello. Happy New Year.
Eric.
Here. You never get this. You never I could be like 1 minute and you're already like, first of all, Hisam, why am I talking to you in the dark again?
Okay, so let me tell you the story. I bought a ring light. It showed up today, in fact.
Okay.
I planned on using it, but there were lots of steps to it. So
Should we do
I didn't have time. I didn't have time to set it up.
Should we do it together? Like, I'm so confused. Like, we're not gonna do, like, should we set it up? How would we set it up as a group?
Oh no, girl. It's complicated. There are lots of pieces.
No, it's not.
Like, I can't believe there's so many pieces to this thing.
Just treat it like a challenge. Let me see what it looks like.
It's downstairs. I'd have to go get it.
Hisam, please go get this ring light. We cannot start off the year like this.
I don't know how like, it's just so complicated. Why is it so complicated? I thought it would just be like turn on, but there's like all these dials.
Hisam, there's 5 pieces. There's literally 5 pieces. All you have to do is just stick them into each other and it's fine. Please go get this ring light. It's so easy to do.
God, okay. I will show you. It's a lot more than you think. Okay. It's like got a stand, it's got a bag, it's huge.
We're gonna do it together. Look at us. We're gonna
look, there are all of these pieces.
Hisam, can you just treat it like a challenge? Like you never turned down the challenge before.
No, I haven't. Oh, look, the lighting is much better here. Maybe I should just get my foyer.
Please get the fucking ring. I cannot do this.
Do I need the Bluetooth thing? Like, I don't even know.
No, you don't need a Bluetooth thing. You don't need a remote. Just let me see it. Let's see what it looks like.
Okay, okay. Wait, how do I show you?
So
okay, here. I'll show you like this.
Beautiful.
It's this.
Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Okay.
It's this. This.
Perfect.
This.
Okay, so that, look, we're about to put this together. You see that on the ring? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that goes on to that. You see that stand?
But why is there this? It doesn't fit.
It does fit. Let me, Hisam, you got to unscrew.
Heard that before. No, it'll fit. Don't worry, it'll fit.
You are killing me today. Okay.
Okay, I put this on this. It doesn't work.
Okay. It should. I just can't see it, but you're down there, so you should be able to see what's going on. Okay. Let me see. Back up. Just back the camera up a little bit. Okay. So yeah. So yes, and now look, there's a knob on the side. You see the knob at the bottom left on my screen or bottom right. Screw that to make it tighter.
Okay. While we're figuring this out, okay, all right. So
somewhere now.
Okay, that.
Yeah, very.
What?
Now
what?
Now, is there another piece? Let's see.
I have these cords.
Okay, the cords you're gonna plug it up in a plug, and you're gonna.
You know what's amazing is they don't teach you this stuff in medical school. Like, this is not medical school like stuff. Like, it's not something they're like, oh, by the way, you'll need to learn how to use a ring light in medical school, right?
No, but do you know that's what just best friends are for? Thank
you, bestie.
Just to help.
Okay, I'm on it now. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. How's everyone else doing?
No, this is great. I think everybody wants to see this be accomplished, and I am here to help you accomplish this goal.
I don't understand, like, why it's got to be so complicated.
Once you get it on there, it's very simple. And then guess what? When you're done, you just unscrew it and do the same thing.
How do you put your phone on it though?
It doesn't have a little stand or a tripod.
It does, but I don't know how to do all of that at the same time.
Easy. Let's find the piece. I feel like I'm like, I work with older people, and you are giving the old person.
God damn it! Okay, wait. All right. Okay. I got it. Okay. I got it.
Okay.
We're on top
Okay.
of it. You're all gonna get a tour of my house too.
No, that's fine. We all love it. We
Yeah.
love
Okay.
it.
You all get a tour of this. Okay. All right.
No
BRB.
problem. We're right here. You take your time. We are right here.
Now, how
No
do I
rush.
turn it on?
Okay.
On.
Did you plug it up?
Okay. Here
Can
I
you
am.
believe it? Can you believe it? Wow. Listen, I feel bad for all the people that left. They need to come back. They can see you. Wow, look at you.
Yeah, that's much better. You're right. This is
Yeah,
actually better.
I thought you were looking ugly in the light, in the dark. Now I can see you look beautiful.
Oh, darling.
I'm just saying, so much better. Now, if we did you put the little tripod thingy on it?
No, girl, I'll do it later.
Okay. I'm not going to ask for much because.
Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Now,
Okay,
you could
you're
do
right.
different features. You could bring it up a little closer. You look great. Look at this. Honey, you don't look age over 30.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Neither do you.
Thank you. I look 75.
Not 75, but I mean,
It's just the truth.
yeah.
I love this little porn stash. Are you trying to tell us something? Are you
Well,
are you
I
trying
had a mustache before I went on the show. I just wasn't allowed to keep it.
Oh, yeah, they make you keep a certain look. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told them
Yeah, this is better than what's his name? Cody's mustache. It's Corey.
not you not knowing this kid's name.
Yeah,
Actually,
I know. All right, well, let's get started.
Okay, but before we get started, I do have a question for you.
Oh,
I
okay.
know we don't talk about these things. Why is your season? I know you hate these questions. I'm so sorry. Just why? I was thinking about this today. Your season, I'm surprised. Like, why did the aftermath of your season is not really giving what I thought they could have gave? Does that make sense? Like, I'm kind of bored.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But where's the drama? Where's the the stuff that people can be like, you know what? What happened? What happened to you? What happened?
Drama.
Where's all the chaos and drama and fights? Like, what happened?
Oh, you don't think there was enough?
I don't think there was any. I'm being honest. What happened? Like, everybody finished the season. You left early, and then it just went ghost. What happened?
Yeah. I think to the point is like all of the good players left early.
No, but I meant like afterwards. Like, what happened? They always call it BB afterwards. Like, usually, like, there's stuff that happens afterwards where there's like drama and chaos and all this. Like, what happened?
I don't know. We just all really got along. We just really love each other, and so it was just
you sound like bullshit, like BB23. That doesn't work because
no, we all just love each other. Like,
chaos after my season.
We all stay in close contact.
No, I cause chaos after my season. There's a difference. Like, I cause chaos, and I was.
To their point, Suri and Felicia seem to have some drama.
I don't need them to be tweeting
about
their fingers away.
Huh?
They need to be tweeting their fingers away. I'm bored. I want to see, see what they have to say about each other.
Yeah, there's just not much. I don't know. I think that all of us just don't spend a lot of time thinking about one another. Maybe.
Okay, that was just my only question for you, Mr.
Well, I'm not in the drama. Like I only keep in contact with McCole. She's the only one I'm in contact with.
I do believe that. I think that you could have been a part of the drama, but that is offline between me and you. But I think you could have definitely read these bitches for filth and got them.
It wasn't that dramatic things didn't happen. I just figured I would move on.
can't.
Right.
All right. Oh, hi, we are.
Like, it's time to move on. Hello,
Yes.
everybody. Welcome to Somewhere Over the Rainbow, as Derek has coined it.
I love.
Um,
Isn't that cute though? Come on, that's a really cute name.
yeah, it's very Wizard of Oz. It's cute, I guess.
Okay. Yes. Welcome to. This is our third live
Third live
show.
show.
Thank God that Hisam has now got a ring
Yeah,
light, which tells me
right.
he's being serious about this. He's not wasting his time or my time. So I appreciate it. Of course, we're all here to show love. We all want to bring up people to come and talk and join the conversation. Today's topic is a little bit heavy, I feel like. If I'm correct, as I cliff note real quick, so please forgive me. Hisam brought an interesting topic. We're here to talk about all gay things, life, everything. So tonight we'll be talking about New Year's resolutions, New Year goals, and we'll be talking about, if I'm correct, Hisam, I think it was was it the ban against transgender medical care. Okay, so yeah, so that's also what we're going to be talking about. And then of course we're going to go live with random fans. Please remember to be respectful. We're all here to have fun, also to have serious conversations, and just to kind of, like I say over and over again, be somewhere where you don't have to pay for our entertainment. Once again, welcome to Over the Rainbow with Hisam and Big D. Hisam, how are you? Let's first start with Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! We did it. We made it through 2023.
Yes, we did make it to 2024, Hisam. I wish we were in 2023 right now, but yes, we did make it to 2020.
Girl, why do you want to go backwards?
You already know why, because my year is not starting off the way that I wanted to, and I'm pushing through so much. But just to be here definitely does help get my mind off of how I am feeling right now. But other than that, 2024 has started off. Hisam, how are your goals starting? What was your goals?
So I mentioned this before in my story that I don't do New Year's resolutions.
Oh,
well, that's not totally true. I do one New Year's resolution that day that I know I'll be able to accomplish. That day. Like, I was like, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to take out the trash on New Year's Day, and I do it.
That's your goal.
I was like, look at me kill it. But I usually typically choose a word, and my word this year is build.
Right. Hi, Steph. And what was your word again?
Build. B-U-I-L-D, build. And it's really about, one of the things that I sort of been thinking a lot about over the past year is like, what is it that I want to accomplish in my lifetime?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've been very interested in is, how do I give back more and better? And so I'm really trying to focus this year on sort of like building a community for people who have mental health questions, and a community that supports one another. Like, I would really love if I built a community where everyone was like sort of like weighing in on the comments and helping each other. I think that's amazing. I would just love to see what Instagram would be.
What do you mean? Like, people are like positive constantly?
Yeah, positive. Like, I
fucking world positivity. So what fucking world are you trying to live in?
I am trying to create the world I want to live in.
Baby,
right? It all starts with some creativity and a group of people.
Hisam, we all listen. I would love to live in Barbie land, but that is not realistic. The world that we live in.
You had an existential crisis. I had one of my own.
The world that I live in right now is not fun and it's shitty, but at the end of the day, I understand what you're saying, like a positive world where people could be positive. But I will tell you this, there's no way that I appreciate your hope. I appreciate your what you think, but as we do on this show, let's be realistic. There's no way possible that people are going to be positive all the fucking time.
I don't need people to be positive all the time. I would just like to create a space where there is actually like community and helping one another, right? Like one of the things that I think has happened, like, you know, over the last, you know, 10 years, but especially after the pandemic, is that there's a lot of people who are sort of like turned in on themselves, right? And more isolated.
Okay.
And the thing that I think we need more now than ever is community. We need to be helping one another. Like I grew up like, you know, as an immigrant living in the middle of Minneapolis, like in a really poor neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the only way my family survived, right? The only way we survived was we relied on each other. Like,
Yeah.
that was something we did. And I think that the United States, the measure of success in the United States is like how much can you be by yourself and how independent can you be? And the truth is I don't think that that's sustainable. And I don't think that brings happiness or joy. And so like I am really trying to think about like what is the world I want to live in? How do I grow community in an effective way? How do we actually make meaningful change for all of us?
Yeah.
Right? And so like to me it's like, yeah, that's what I want to live in.
Yeah.
So that's what my New Year's resolution is about, is building that.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be like, you know, when I ran for office, it was because like I was tired of doctors not being politically active. Like doctors as a group are the least likely to vote.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know that, but they are the least likely to vote
Yeah.
as a group.
Because they're
And
constantly busy.
well, but at the same time, the laws dramatically impact what our patients do and what they have access to. And we're going to get into that in this topic, right?
Okay.
And so to me, it's like I started off being like, how do we do that? I started a political action community to basically inspire doctors to run for office and to get politically invested. And people thought it was crazy, but I had a small group of doctors who believed in that. And now, you know, doctors in politics is doing quite well.
Which is good. I love that.
Yeah. So don't be so pessimistic. Let's talk about your New Year's resolutions. You were going to give up fast food. Go.
I am still doing that, even though that was something, you know, I signed up with, you know, somebody else, and I am still doing that. Have I got any fast food since then? No, actually, because I went grocery shopping. But yes, one of my goals is drinking a lot of water. So I've been trying. I've been trying.
2 liters is a lot of, or 2 gallons is a
But
lot of water. Why not just
I used to down it like Hisam. I used to like swallow it like it was nothing. You know, I'm a pro at swallowing. So yeah,
everybody knows. All of Philadelphia knows. And pockets of New York and Minneapolis.
I wish Philadelphia knew, but I don't think they do. But I will say this. I think, you know, to get on our topic, I think the one thing that you said that was very educational is we do need to come together as a community. You know, there is a lot of hateful things in our world. And that comes from us as humans and how we move. Do I think that we're all perfect? No.
Nobody's perfect.
Sometimes I like to believe that I am, but I definitely
You sometimes think you're perfect?
I thought I was.
You did not really, did you?
I was perfect. I thought I was perfect.
Okay. Well, everyone knows everyone has a delusional friend.
Well, you know, that's what they called me for the whole damn season of BB23.
Everybody's got a delusional friend.
They told me every day I was delusional and stuff like that. So delusional is a part of my vocabulary. But I will say that I think the society that we live in today, it is important. And I think the topic that you chose was very important to talk about, just because, you know, it took us so long. And the reason why I'm saying this, it took, not saying we're all the way there, but it took gays and lesbians so long to get to where we're, I want to say kind of a part of the world. Does that make sense a little bit? Like, and the reason why I say that is because we're still fighting, right? We're still fighting out here, But you know, transgender people are fighting even 10 times harder, you know, and they're going through so much more than what we went through, plus 100. So I think it's just not saying our fight is over, because they're still a part of us no matter what. They're our family, but you could just tell how our fight was. We finally got to a point where, like, things that you would never see or do are now kind of now a part of the norm, if that makes sense.
Like seeing openly gay relationships on television.
Of course, openly gay relationship, more actor roles for gays and lesbians and transgender people, and then same thing. So I think it's just very interesting to see how the dynamic and what they're going through. But please tell us what we're talking about, Hisam. Where this topic of this conversation.
So this article comes today we're talking about Lambda Legal, which, as people may or may not know, is basically a group of lawyers that fight for LGBT rights. And they basically filed a case in the state of Louisiana. So the case is that as Roe v. Wade basically was overturned, it basically opened the door for other rights to be reevaluated. And one of the things that happened is that the Republican legislature in Louisiana banned transgender affirming care. Basically said that cannot be performed in their state. At that time, the governor was a Democrat, so he vetoed it and said, no, we're going to allow transgender care to occur. But because they had a supermajority, they basically came back and was like, nope, you won't. And so now in the state of Louisiana, as well as 21 other states, gender affirming care is now banned. And we can get into the conversation about abortion, but similarly, this is basically legislations that are basically deciding what can and cannot happen with people's bodies. So Lambda Legal basically made the decision to with five transgender teens and their families to challenge this law. And so they are challenging this law in Louisiana to basically say that this medical care is necessary and violates their right to privacy, that they have the right to be private and have a conversation with their doctor about what is in their best interests. And so this has sort of mounted the question, is government's role in sort of deciding gender affirming care specifically for teens, right, which is a different group than adults.
Yeah.
But we do know that if gender affirming care happens in people's teenage years, that they better acclimate and they do better as adults. They have less suicide, they have less depression, they have less anxiety, and that this medical care is absolutely necessary. So that is what the article is about, and that is what we're talking about. And it's always so interesting to me because Republicans are like, we want autonomy, we want independence, we don't want government, and then they do the exact opposite.
Sure. What I always find interesting is, like, why do we keep telling people what they can do with their bodies? Like, that bothers me. Like, if somebody walked in and said, hey, you, stop jerking off, I'll be like, the fuck? You better leave me the fuck up.
You can't jerk off in public. You know that you cannot be in a bar and jerking off.
I don't know. I've been to some bars and I don't know.
I've been to those bars too. They're usually dark.
Yeah, they're dark. I have been.
My wallet around here somewhere.
Double check. I'm just saying, like, I can't imagine, like, somebody telling me what to do with my body. Like, I understand a doctor might say, hey, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that for the sake of my safety, but I cannot imagine if I'm planning, like, if I'm trying to live a certain lifestyle because of based on how I feel since I've been born, and I'm telling you this is who I am. I think something's wrong here. I don't feel like this, person. I feel like this person. I don't know what gives us the right to do that. Like, I just hate that it makes me sick. Like, we should be talking about money, money issues, like those type of shit. Talking about people's bodies and what they can do and how to control them. You know, same thing with like abortion. Like telling people they can't have abortions, and it's just ridiculous. And in the society that we're in now, like we gotta stop. It's too much. It's too much. Like that's like back in the day shit. It feels like we're going all the way back in the day. You know, like we need to stop.
Like back in the day, like 10 years ago. Like what? What's back in the day?
Listen, when I mean back in the day, I'm talking about a time period where, you know, how can I say, just all the shit that we've been through throughout the years. So it's like, why are we still at this point telling people what you could do with your body and how to do it
What
and what you can't get?
That is.
Why do I think that is? Because people love power. People love control. People love chaos. I mean, I love chaos, but not in real life. Like, real life chaos is not cool. And I think about, I work with children my whole entire life. You know, I love kids. Some people don't like kids. I love kids. And the one thing I will say is that kids make their own choice on who they want to be at some age. I knew at some age that I was going to be a fucking gay man. And I knew I was going to be sucking and fucking and tricking and flipping and dipping and diving all I want. And be the biggest cuntiest bitch you can meet. I learned that
When did that happen? 8? How old were you? 8?
Yeah.
6.5.
I probably didn't know. I probably didn't know until I was 12. That's a whole nother topic. But anyway, we can say that for another day. But what I mean is that when you know who you are, and if you have parents that want to support you, which I understand everyone does not have the same supporting parents, you know, that's why, as you said earlier, to tie back to what you said, as a community. And there are places, which I do know, I might not have all the organizations or all the names, but if you do some research, there are some safe places, because all are not safe. So you have to do your research, that you can talk to counselors and advisors. And especially if you're in high school or in school, that's what the guidance, that's what the counselors are there for, you know, to help you and guide you and be there for you to help you find those places.
I think what you're doing is morally wrong.
What do you say?
Provided that the counselor believes what you're doing is not morally wrong.
No, that is correct.
There are a lot
of
people
but
tell
here's
people that this
no,
is wrong.
I will tell you this, which also makes me really upset. If you ever are going to work into the education system, you need to be accepting of everything. And if you're not accepting to everything, you should not be in the education system. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to get all different type of walks of life when it comes to kids and elementary school, high school, anything. And you need to be open-minded about every fucking thing. And I think that's important, because here's the thing. It's okay if at home, parents are going to have their own set of rules. That's just what it is. We can try, we can kick, we can scream, or do whatever. But in a school system, that should be the one place that they should be able to be who they want, because they're not their parents. They're there to help and guide you on whatever path it is. So to wrap up my statement, because I feel like I'm talking too fucking much, I will say this. The most important thing is that we need to stop putting bans and stopping things on people, because these are human people. These are people that are living in this world that no matter what, you would not have a job if a lot of these people were not here. And people need to understand that. If there's no people, who's going to be working in politics? Who's going to be what are you controlling if there's no people?
Oh, there's always stuff to control. And that's the thing.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think? How do you think? Like, am I wrong? Am I going crazy?
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think that I think
never mind. Thumbs up told me I was right.
No, I think here's the thing. What's interesting about this case is that the parents are on board. The parents actually believe that their kids need to transition.
Right.
And also the doctors believe they need to transition. And so what's interesting about this case and why it's being made is because in the state of Louisiana, you have the right to privacy, right? And this directly violates your right to
Oh, wow.
privacy, right?
Oh, my God.
And so, of course, like to me, it's I think it's one of these. I think it's shameful that when I think of things, here's my two rules. When I think of things, I ask like, is this hurting anyone? And then second, is this any of my business? Right? And there are lots of things that I'm like, where I'm like, okay, it's not hurting anyone, and it's really none of my
Yeah.
business, right? And so from my standpoint, it's I think it's those two things. Like, why is it any of your business, and who does it hurt? It doesn't actually hurt anyone. And I think what makes it different, and I think the argument is frequently made that this is like plastic surgery, but it's not plastic surgery. It's actually gender affirming care to allow people to be the people that they are meant to become, are
Yeah.
meant to be. And so it's different than something like if you wanted breast augmentation, or if you, because it's that may be a voluntary thing that you're doing,
Yeah.
right? But this is not considered voluntary. This is considered who I am,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And should you be afforded that? I think
Yeah.
so. Just as I also believe, like, for me, like, family planning is totally a woman's choice. Like, whether or not you want to have a family of 100 people, or whether or not you want to have a family of no people, right? That is totally your decision. That has nothing to do with me, right?
Of course.
And
I
so,
know
like,
you can get pregnant, so I get that, Hisam. I
oh
100% get.
yeah,
Yeah.
you would think. Well, I mean, how many times have you been pregnant, Derek?
I'm pregnant right now. I'm trying to get my surgery.
I'm sure you
Trying to
are.
get my tooth
What
ties.
if you wanted to meet a little bit later? And while you're wearing a bandana,
Yeah.
little hanky coat action.
I'm pregnant right now. I'm trying to get the tooth ties so I can stop eating. It's the food. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. But please continue your statement. I'm so sorry.
No, that's the conclusion of my statement.
No.
I mean, my statement is I think that most people that follow us know, right, that like the two of us would take some issue with this legislation.
Yes.
It makes no sense, and also, there is no LGBT community without the T, right?
No,
And
of course. And that's what I think that's where I'm getting at. Like, our parents, if they give, like, for example, I'll give it, I can't believe this is as a reference. Tattoos. We go get a tattoo, we can go get it on our own. We can go get it with our parents' consent. And you have parents that are like, sure, go ahead at age 15, 16. So I don't understand why, if parents are okay with their child doing something, why government can stop it.
but we
You know what I mean? Like,
also have seen tons of terrible parents.
of course. Oh my God. Do I think
And so that's why that's their argument. Their argument is that these are vulnerable, this is a vulnerable population, and that these kids are minors, and
I
they
can
may not
reach.
know what's best for them, and their parents may not know what's best for them
I think that,
either. And therefore the government has to intervene to basically protect these kids.
you know what? Let me tell you something about this government.
I'm just telling you what the argument is. Like,
No,
you
I just want to tell you about the government. I want them to fucking go rearrange, whatever word you fucking use, rearrange their fucking marriages. Okay? Because I'm tired of these fucking governments that are just so against everything, but be the first one when Johnny Hancock comes and suck their dick in the bar after a long day because Nancy Drew around the corner don't want to suck you off, and your wife Mary don't even have fucking time because she's taking care of all of your fucking kids that you put inside of her. So these fucking government people, I'm exhausted. They need to go rearrange whatever the fuck you said once again and go figure out their fucking lives and stop trying to nitpick and puppet master everybody else's life. These are kids, and if these parents have gave them the right to do what they want to do with their body and their choice, or how they feel, or how they identify, whatever, just fucking let it go. Like, mother,
It's not like you're. It's
to be
not,
worried about. We need to be worried about other shit.
yeah.
We need to be worried about. We're gonna shut. Like, we should be worried about. Are we gonna fucking go to war any second? Should we need to be worried about like how is our income, our money, our economics? Like, we need to be worried about that shit. Like,
Yeah.
who? It's crazy.
That it is hard, so we don't want to do it. This is much easier.
I think the most important thing. I think the most important thing is to vote 100%. Even though people are like things don't go this way or stuff like that. I think 100% is the vote, and I think it's like you said, Hisam. Going back to the community thing, we do need to be more aware of each other and looking out for each other, and just remembering kindness. You know, kindness goes a long way. And if you don't have any kindness, the one thing I can say, get yourself a mustache and it will help you with kindness throughout life. Because all you got to do is just smile through a mustache.
Yeah,
And
it'll help you with lots of things.
all right, Hisam, any other thoughts on this before we start?
No, we can
Okay.
move on.
So we could probably go live with some fans and
Yeah, we have
anybody has any
you have
questions.
recap. Recap. Yeah.
Recap?
Don't you have to recap? Like
Oh,
recap it.
Oh, I'm
For the people who joined us. Right?
Yes. So once again, guys, I'm so sorry. Once again, you know, welcome to Over the Rainbow with me and Hisam. He hates the name.
Do we all like this title? Can we put other options in the chat? Like, can other people decide? Like,
No,
do we have to
no.
do this?
I think it's so
vote. This is a democracy.
Well, guess what? I'm about to show you what the government would do. No. So that fucking title, okay? So Hisam and I, you know, we talk about anything that is going on in the world. You know, we were talking about the bans on transgender children. You know, we're also talking about New Year goals, things we want to work on. Hisam has a word of the year, build. I don't know where that word is. I need it because my build is nothing's getting built over here. Everything is falling apart over here. And I need Bob the Builder. I don't know if you're Bob the Builder right now, Hisam, which would be a cute Halloween costume for you, actually. Like a Bob the Builder with some shorty shorts, like right underneath the crotch. And then like, just saying. But we are just talking about topics in life, and we're going to go live with some random people. Maybe 2 tonight we'll try. Please be respectful. Please remember, don't get me banned. I don't have time. Yes, I do post these videos on my, I think it's like somewhere in my series on my Instagram. So you guys can go back and watch them and stuff like that. So we would love to hear from anybody. Anybody wants to come. It's okay if you missed it. Anybody wants to come up and join the conversation. Anything you want to talk about, me and Hisam will answer it. We try to stay away from BB topics. We know we can't run away from it because Hisam is still in his contract. Me, I'm not. But you know, we love to just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Okay, so let's see. And please remember, please have a picture because it really does help. I don't expect you to have like, you don't have to have your face, just a picture, because I don't have my picture anymore on my Instagram, which Hisam was probably like, who the hell is this in this bonnet? Girl, I'm going through it. You know that. Yeah. I am going through it. Look, I'm over here struggling. You see, I got this hat on, like I've been cleaning all day, been working and slaving over the kitchen. You know,
have you been cooking?
I have been cooking. I have been cleaning. I have been through it. I'm just going.
Maybe your word is rejuvenation.
That sounds like something you would talk about your vagina about.
Or restarting. And I'm sure that rejuvenation might apply in that area.
Because I feel like that's what the housewives say all the time. They're always like, I went to go get my vagina rejuvenated or whatever it's called.
What does that mean? Like they just get it sewed up tighter or what?
I think they like get like, yeah, I think it just gets tightened.
Like a vaginoplasty? It's like doing like a surgical procedure to, is it, okay, we
I
can
think
move.
they tighten. I think they tighten like I think they tighten the lips, like making sure I think the lips, make sure the lips are tighter, and then I guess the inside they try to tighten it. I don't know what they do to tighten it.
Yeah, they have to sew it, I imagine.
Like a needle and thread type of
Well,
thing, I think.
like sutures.
Or somebody said we just get them steam. Oh, they get them steam to get them tight.
Oh.
I thought it was a whole search. I thought they were doing a needle and thread. They're like, let me fucking needle and thread this
Yeah,
pussy. Come on,
an interesting
let.
story about like while we're waiting to pick people up is that like when I started medical school, like I never had a sister, right? And I never really understood menses at all. And everything that happened in a picture was like you would look and it'd be like 3 little drops of blood. It'd be like drop, 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 right? Like when you look at the picture, right? So I used to think to myself, I was like, oh, I don't know why people complain about menses when it's just like 3 little drops of blood. Like it just seems like a lot of energy and drama over like 3 little drops of blood, right? And then it wasn't until I went to medical school and was in histology where they show you tissue, right? And they're like, and this is like the endometrium. And I was like, and I turned to my lab mate and I was like, I don't know how this all turns into 3 little drops of blood. And she looked at me and she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, menses, like, in the picture, it's like 3 little drops of blood. And I don't know how all of this turns into that. And she's like, it doesn't.
Not you thinking that these women are out here with 3 drops of blood. You guess what? That's what something. That's what fucking some man is at home.
You're a medical student before I realized
Man at home right now who's literally saying that to his wife, like, "Oh, please, you only dropped like 3 drops of blood." Like,
oh, right? And so then I was like, oh no, I have totally misunderstood menses. Oh,
you do have your PhD. You do have your PhD. Yeah. Well, let me say this: what we have learned so far, so we can recap before we go live with anyone. We have learned that number one, the government needs to mind their fucking business, okay, and leave especially let's leave the children alone. I know they are our future, Michael Jackson, but like we need to like let it go, okay? Second, what we have learned is that a vagina jubilation, whatever it's called, they are not using a needle and thread as I thought. I thought they were using a needle and thread to tighten up everything. They are steaming. And then lastly, we have learned, children, is that 3 drops of blood is what's coming out of all the women.
Learned that was not the case. That's what we learned.
That is not the case. So to kind of keep going, and we also learned that Hisam word is built, and I'm trying to build. My house has fallen apart at this point in my life, and but I need this good laugh because I'm going crazy over here. So let's see who we have. Okay. This person has a picture. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what I'm about to get into.
Well, I'm excited. It's my favorite part.
No, this is always the worst. This is the scariest part for me.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I did not expect for you guys to pick me, so I'm sorry I look like rough right now.
No, you look beautiful. You're perfectly fine.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of both of you.
Oh,
thank you so much. I'm a fan of me too.
I love that. I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you for this is the first episode of this that I've caught.
Oh, good.
But first of all, thank you for doing this. I like to think I'm a very active ally. But there's a gay bar 2 blocks away from my apartment.
What's your pronoun? You don't mind.
Oh, she, her.
Okay.
She, her. I am straight, but literally, oh my God, I hate to be that person. All of my friends are gay. Like I love the
Good.
community. I'm like obsessed with drag shows. I did perform in drag once,
Oh,
and it was
really?
so much fun. Yes.
Did you do as a woman or as a man?
I did. Yeah. I just did like a way over dramatized version of myself, and it was so much
Okay.
fun. But anyway, I just wanted to ask you guys, like, what is a way besides just going to my drag bar and going to drag shows and stuff? This year I want to be more active in like supporting and being like an actual supportive ally and doing something.
Yeah.
I do own a small business. So I'm like, that's something that I want to help with too with my business. But I don't know if you guys had any
Wait,
suggestions. I'm a permanent makeup artist, so I do like microblading and lip blush and that kind of stuff. So
Okay. I
yeah.
love that.
and
Okay.
and how does like we didn't get your name. What's
Oh,
your
I'm
name?
Sydney.
Sydney.
Sorry, I'm Sydney.
Perfect.
Great.
I love your energy, by the way, Cindy. This
Thank
is
you.
great because you're always getting you hear us like I'm like always nervous. I'm like, who are we gonna get into? Because
I know. I'm sure it can be a little scary.
yeah. I'm a big Drag Race fan. If Heisen don't mind me just taking a little bit of this,
No,
and he can obviously.
I love Drag Race.
I
Oh,
do.
please.
I also love Drag Race.
So I will say this: the most important thing I can say, because that is a topic that maybe we need to talk about in the future, maybe next episode. The drag queens and what they're going through in the world and being banned and everything they're going through too. Like, goddamn, I mean, they just want to ban everything at this point. I will say this: going to shows definitely help.
Mm-hmm.
Supporting 100%, and we're not talking about I need to go to like the
Right.
RuPaul girls. We're talking about Betty Sue around the corner at your local bar who's just starting, does a bunch of numbers.
Those are my favorite.
Right, like who's putting all their money that they have in their life into this art that they enjoy. So that's the most important thing. There are foundations out there that you can donate to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm not sitting here saying donate, and I'm not saying to donate.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable. The most important thing is just showing up and supporting. And don't ever be one of those girls. And let me tell you something. If you see any of those bitches in that fucking place not giving a fucking
Oh my
dollar,
God,
you get the fuck up out of your seat, and I'm giving you full right. Go snatch that bitch.
That's so funny.
Because there's no reason you should be in that bar getting
We're telling her to violent.
and
No. He's not supporting, not causing violence.
Well, I guess you need to talk to Dr. Hisam, because I'm gonna tell you right now, streetwise, because we have two different mindsets. Okay, but it's a beautiful thing that you have such a big group of gay friends, and I love that for you. And just continue just showing them love. Just always support. Hisam, do you have any fucking things that you know, Dr. Hisam?
Is my thought about this is this. It's that giving back can happen on a very small scale and can happen on a large scale.
Mm-hmm.
Like the service that you have and that you're passionate about is in beauty.
Yes.
There are lots of people who don't feel beautiful.
Yeah.
And what I would say is that if your time, schedule, resources allow, the one thing that you might be able to do is choose one person for the year,
Mm-hmm.
a service for that person.
Oh yeah.
And let them feel beautiful for that day.
Oh,
that's
right?
a really good idea.
And I think that it would meet your need, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
is what you're passionate about. It would help someone who needed something and might not be able to afford your services because you're talented.
Yeah.
And it also provides you an opportunity to sort of give back in a meaningful way, right?
For sure.
And to me, like, I think that, to Derek's point, there are lots of ways of joining organizations, going to clubs, tipping people, for all kinds of things that lots of people could do. But like, what is it that you could do, right? Mm-hmm. And this is a skill and a talent that you have, and this is something that someone could benefit from. And so, I would suggest that, right? That would be my.
I don't know why I haven't thought of that before, because that's a really good idea. There's a lot of people that I already like have in mind. So
yeah, and just and you don't have to do like you don't have to do it free for everybody, right? Like I would just do like if that's the thing that you're talking about, choose one person for like the year, right? To just do this one nice thing for them is enough. That's like putting energy into the universe, and I really believe in that.
For sure, I love that.
Yeah, Sydney. Do you want to plug your business? Where are you located?
I'm located in Normal, Illinois. It's like 2 hours south of Chicago.
Oh my God.
Okay.
We're talking about a snowstorm right now?
Yeah, it's actively snowing really hard.
Awesome.
But yeah, my business is called Evermore Aesthetics. So we do lashes and stuff like that too.
Okay.
Really quickly, my boyfriend was scared to come over, but he's also a big fan. Can I just show him real quick and can he say hi? Look at who I'm on live with.
Hi, boyfriend. Oh, wow. That's so funny.
I was like waving him over. He was like, no, he didn't know who I was talking to. So
how long are you guys together?
A little over or almost 5 years.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys have any pets together?
Yeah, we have my food garbage is right here. Oh, she's got scared. That's Coco.
That's cats. Dogs would be like, here I am.
I know. Yeah, we have 2 cats. So
I love that. Okay. Well, let me at least say this. I appreciate your love, your support, everything.
Of course.
Please join us Tuesday. It's either at 7 or 8, depending on what Hisam decides.
I will for sure. This has been very insightful and entertaining.
We try, but it was so nice. Happy New Year. Stick to those goals. Love your people, hug your friends, and just have fun and live life.
Thank you so much. You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
And my friend, even though we didn't get to meet you much.
She's so sweet. Love that. Okay. Let's see if we have anybody else. Harrison, that was a great idea. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, but look
at you being a threat. We should get Hisam out. Oh, check the questions section. I'm so sorry. I do know. Oh my God, I forgot to check the questions section. Hisam, why does my anxiety make me vomit?
Oh, do they want to come up and talk about it? Or
I think they just sent in a question before I pick somebody else. They told me to check the question box. I forgot.
Why their anxiety makes them vomit? Yeah. Anxiety is going to turn on your whole system, right? And your whole system is in active overdrive. And that includes your GI system. So there are some people who basically talk about, and this happens to me, is when I'm feeling anxious, I have to go to the bathroom really bad, right?
Of course.
And for some people, they don't have to they don't expel it from below, they expel it from top. We also, from a psychological, analytical, Freud standpoint, if you want to get into it, sometimes what we talk about is like, it's the thing that you can't swallow, right? Meaning there's something that has happened in your life that is causing you anxiety and you cannot accept it. And so you end up puking to basically expel it. And I'll give you an example. Like I had a patient who's no longer with us, but basically she had several abortions, medical abortions for her care, and it was something that she could never accept. And so every time her period came around, she would profusely vomit and get anxious. And it was the fact that she just couldn't accept that this had happened. Couldn't accept sort of like her situation. So I would imagine the biological reason is because your whole system is turned on and it needs some place to go. And the Freudian is it's something you cannot tolerate or swallow, and therefore it comes up. I hope that helps.
No, I love that. Yeah, I would just say have some water and take a Tums. That's all. Take a water and take some fucking Tums or Pepto-Bismol. That's all I have to say. Okay, anybody else wants to come up, please join live. It is open. We are here. Like I said, I'll give a quick recap. Me and Hisam been talking about life, everything, vaginas. We have learned about the children. We have talked about everything. So please feel free to come and join our live. We've been talking about everything tonight. We do this once a week where me and Hisam host this fucking Over the Rainbow podcast.
Jesus, oh my God,
STDs. I mean, STDs, you're more welcome to join the conversation if you would like. But me and Hisam do this once a week where we have a little bit of fun and we just talk to people. And then, you know, of course, Hisam has his PhD and being whatever the fuck he
MD.
whatever, or anything like that. Maybe I'll see if STDs can join next week on our Instagram live. Because I do think we should bring up that drag race topic. That was it Sydney who asked that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sydney brought it up. Well,
Sydney brought it up.
Right,
but
right.
Yes, me and Hisam will be asking. What'd you say?
Because you wanted to talk about Drag Race.
Yeah, next week. We can bring that up next week. So I'll see if STDs can. Okay. Not just I want to talk about drag.
You love to talk about. I love to talk about Drag Race too. Like we could have a podcast just talking about Drag Race because I like.
But it's I'm very sensitive to Drag Race right now.
Why?
Hisam, you.
Oh, I know why. But you did have like a box reveal.
I did. And I usually do it with, you know, a group of, you know, whatever. I don't know. Did
they send you that box or did you buy that?
They did send me that box. I was very happy that I got that box.
Oh, that's nice. I want to be like on the pit crew for Drag Race. I'm still putting that out there. Like if anyone knows how to get
you can be on the pit, especially looking like now. I don't know why I can't. I'm trying to accept this person, but it's not letting me. I don't know why. What is going on?
Maybe they blocked you.
Maybe so. I just feel bad because I want to accept them, but it's not letting me accept them. What's going on? Hold on.
Change your settings. We don't even know what it is.
Don't start your shit, okay? Don't start your shit, okay? Okay, whatever. Okay, if anybody else wants to come up, please join. Ask your questions. Don't be shy. This is a safe space. You're going to get professional advice from Hisam. Professional advice for me. I mean, I have actually, the way my life is going, I usually have the best advice, but right now, I probably don't, based on my situations I'm going through. But other than that, I do have the best advice. So please feel free to join. If not,
get better, Derek. That's gonna get better.
I hope. I pray. All right, I'm trying to give people a chance to join. Please, you can come join the conversation. Me and Hisam will answer anything. Whoa! I got my window open and it's like wind heaven over here. I look like Beyonce.
Are you sweating profusely? Or are you trying to do like a Romeo and Juliet? You're hoping there's a Romeo outside?
I hope there's no fucking Romeo outside. I had to fucking shoot him. The fuck. I live in the city. You better not be outside, okay? I don't know. It's not letting me accept. Like, what's going on?
Can't accept anybody or just this person?
No, I just can't accept. Like, it's not letting me accept anybody. Like, what's going on here? Okay, hold on. Let's see what happens if I do that. I don't fucking know. I give the fuck up. Cancel out. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Okay. All right. So, I don't think anybody else want to come up. If so, I'm trying.
Well, I have a couple questions.
Now I gotta restart the live. I don't want to do that because then it makes it.
I agree. Derek, are you solving the problem?
Not. Am I solving the problem? Hisam. I'm trying, love. I don't know what.
I don't know how. Like, can I change it? Can I figure it out? Can I do the thing?
I don't know. I guess you could accept people. I don't know why.
I don't know how to do it. It's too complicated.
Not
sorry.
Complicated. Like the ring light. You're already giving up already.
Yeah.
Remember the word build.
Wait a minute. What is this here? Mention. No, that's not it. Okay. Anyway. All right. So to answer one of there was a question that came by.
Lord Jesus.
I don't even remember it.
No, some of the questions, of course, are going to be. I will say this. How did you find the courage to finally apply to Big Brother?
Who asked that?
Someone asked that in the question box.
How do you find the courage to apply for Big Brother?
Yes.
You just do it. Right? There are lots of things that happen in your life that you don't have the courage for, but you just have to do it. And you just have to make the decision you're going to try. And for me, I want to give you the permission to do that. So sometimes people feel like they need permission. Sometimes people feel like they need someone who says it's okay, you should just do it. And what I'll say is it's easier than you think it is. And you will feel good about doing it.
I felt really sexual when you said that for some reason. I'm giving you the permission to do it. Like,
oh yeah. Yes.
I feel like
there's a lot of that.
I feel like I said this to somebody the other night. Was I saying that during that moment? I'm giving you. I think I said that.
Mm-hmm. Said what?
I'm giving you the permission to come.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said that. Now that I'm thinking of, I think I did. We only have 15 more minutes of this show and we're done. Okay. Another question is
there was a question about hypnosis for weight loss. I just want to touch on that question. Yes.
What the fuck is hypnosis for weight loss and you didn't tell me about it? Can someone hypnotize me and I can lose all this weight?
It's not that hypnosis will basically cause you to lose weight. It will address your cravings and could address your underlying anxiety. And so to me, like yes, you can absolutely try hypnosis for weight loss. The thing that I would tell people is that just be aware that you may be eating for different reasons, right? So similar to binge eating disorder, there are people who eat for emotional release or emotional response. And so if that may apply to you, then yes, of course, hypnosis addressing those things will help.
You didn't tell me about this?
Can I ask a question? Has your appetite gone up since what's been going on in your life? Have you been eating more?
No, I haven't been, no, I barely eat now since of what happened.
Yeah. I figured it was either you were eating too much or eating too little.
Yeah, I'm definitely eating little, which, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, kind of. Like, I guess a good, I guess when something dramatic, like something crazy happens to you in a big life change, it causes you to, like, lose your appetite and stuff like that. So I do agree with that. But first of all, why the fuck you didn't tell me there was a hypnosis that can fucking hypnotize me to the point that I won't be hungry? Why would you not tell me that?
You won't be hungry. You'll be hungry, but you'll just have different coping strategies. And you won't use food as a way of coping.
I don't feel like you're a good ND right now. You should have told me that. You didn't tell me. I could have.
You wanted to lose weight. You keep talking about how you're so happy being a big boy. So
yeah,
I want.
But bitch, I mean, I could do it. I could do a little tummy, like I could do a little, like a little.
You want like a little bit of like what? Okay.
Like I look like I'm about to fall through a crack. Like, it's okay.
Never gonna fall through a crack. But then again, neither am I. And you don't want to be that skinny that you fall through cracks. Imagine how treacherous your life would be.
It would be beautiful. Could you imagine? I'm so sorry. Let me get back to the questions. I'm getting in trouble because I can't go live, so I can only answer the questions. What is a good grieving copinism? Did I say that right? Mechanism. Jesus, y'all got me over here trying to say big words with Hisam, and this is not what the fuck I feel like. Thank you so much for that, Suzanne. I tried to go live with you. It's not working, Suzanne. I don't know why. Like, I have tried. It's not letting me accept your request. I have tried multiple times. But someone asked, what is a good coping mechanism? Whatever. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It would be better if we could talk, so that I could get an understanding of what actually happened.
I cannot. I don't know.
Right.
I don't.
I'm just saying, like, here's what I'll say. There are lots of great coping mechanisms, but I want to specifically choose
Do
something.
I restart the live?
That feels excessive.
Yes, because we only have a couple more minutes left, and I feel bad. Okay, blame Hisam for this one. Go ahead, answer it.
What? Okay. So do we just restart the live and then come back to it?
I had to restart the thing again. Add a moderator to your live. I don't know. Maybe somebody else can try to request it and see what happens. If somebody else requests, then I can sit there and
yeah, Suzanne, request.
No, I did that. It won't let me accept Suzanne. I don't know why.
Okay. Well, I only see that there are 6 people watching, so she's not one of them. So.
There's about 50 people in here watching. What are you talking about?
I don't know what to say.
What's on your end? On my end, it looks completely different.
Okay. Well, okay. So anyway, Suzanne, good coping mechanisms. Is this someone?
I don't know who this is, but they if it works, then it might just be Suzanne.
Did you have someone?
Oh.
I'm on, and I wear my Buddy Games hat because I know you love my show there. I've been watching.
Let me guess. You were on Buddy Games.
Yeah, I'm from Buddy Games.
Yes. Oh,
we met at Bryce and Wednesday thing.
Yes, I do. Okay, now I got it. Okay, yes. So I know you guys, you Buddy Games people don't like me. I don't know why, but
I do. Listen, we're Philly connection, so I already do. So I'm a fan of all the shows. So I watch you both.
Oh my God, you sound like Delco. You sound just like from Philly.
I'm a Northeast Philly guy though. So
okay, I'll give.
Okay, wait. You know him?
Yes,
we met.
So we met at Bryson Windows event, and he was on the hit series that we all watched this summer, Buddy Games. Like, oh my God.
Hisam, I was right. We were on right while your show was running at the same time. So while you were on Big Brother, we were on the same time.
Yeah. Did you get both the same week I did? What happened?
No, I was. I think we might be a little longer, but you didn't catch on. So you probably wouldn't have jumped on because your season. Well, no one jumped on. No one watched it, but it was. I think we.
Right. I thought Philadelphia made it far.
Yeah, we were to we went to the second to last day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You did good.
Yeah.
You did great.
Yeah, we were definitely the underdog. So, but we lasted. But I was home at least. I wasn't filming while I got to watch your full season of Big Brother. I watched both your full seasons of Big Brother, but I'm a reality junkie though. So.
Wait, start there.
What's that?
What's your name? What's your name?
Anthony. Anthony. Yep.
And then Anthony, you use he/him pronouns?
Yeah. Well, I usually go by Zoe. Everyone calls me Zoe, but
Okay, we'll go with Zoe.
No, I get your ass.
He uses he/him pronouns. Please do not mix up. He does not. I got it. Please ignore.
I caught the question. Yeah.
How's your life been after Buddy? So
good. I mean, it's like I said, we're not really the smash hit show, so it's not like I'm you know the Beatles walk on the street. Maybe season 2 will make it. You know, people go back and watch. Maybe I'll get to throw my own watch parties and stuff like that. So
yes, why not? Listen, everyone could do everything. If these motherfuckers from the fucking the Squid Games that's over 500 fucking people
I know
can fucking throw their own parties and all this other shit, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I know. Well, here's the deal. I get to go to these events, and some people know me when I'm there. It's like I get to go to the Super Bowl as the backup QB now at these reality events like that. So I get to see it. Like I'm on the practice squad going to the Super Bowl, but I get to enjoy it. I get to be in the CBS family, just like the 52nd man on the roster.
You are a part of the family.
Yeah,
I can be. It's going to take a little time, but your time, listen, you play the game, you have fun, you play with your friends.
For sure.
And that's cool. You know, a lot of people don't get a chance to do that. I and Hisam had to play with skiving dirty, malicious bitches, fake ass motherfuckers, and magically still be friends with them some type of way. So I think you got the better deal, to be honest.
Well, I get to go on with a group of friends, and everyone from the show I'm still really good friends with. So it's I got that habit. There was no, maybe that's why not a lot of people really followed it because there wasn't a lot of fighting.
Maybe I need to do buddy games.
Start tonight. I need both of you to jump on. I know you guys both have Paramount Plus because you're on it, and just watch the season. It's 8 episodes. You can watch through and say, hey, give it a chance. Give it a chance because you never know when CBS comes knocking on the door. It was on. Listen, Josh Duhamel was on Big Brother this year, so you never know when they cross paths. Maybe to pull a Big Brother team.
And we hate it every moment. But listen, you know what? It is all love. You are a part of the CBS family. You did give me advice. Maybe I need to do buddy games with my friends since it's chaos right now, and maybe that will bring us all together.
Never know when the Challenge USA comes knocking. You got to be friends with everybody in the group.
Listen. You look like you're a good-looking guy in shape. I see they're gonna call you. You look like you have the look. I don't have the look, unfortunately.
Of course you do. You'll be on the Challenge. You have entertainment. You have entertainment quality. You can be there.
That's not enough for them. That's not enough. And that's a whole nother topic, I don't mean to get off topic, but I appreciate you coming in. Do you have anything you want to say or tell everybody? Because I feel bad because I'm supposed to pick a fan. And you are part of the family.
I'm a fan.
And he's got great dimples.
I'm a huge fan. I'm the biggest fan. So that's why it works out. Yeah. And I'm barely on a show. I mean, I'm on a show, but you have to. It's like one of those if a tree falls in the woods and you don't see it. Did it happen? So that's what I am. It's like it's like I was on a CBS show, but I have to tell you to watch it for you to know that.
Yeah.
Listen, I will say people did watch it. Hisam, what's your thoughts?
I think he's got great dimples. I think he's got great.
How about the hat? You like the hat? The Buddy Games hat I put on just for this?
What more I say?
Watch it. And Hisam, you were supposed to be in Florida for the originally you were going to be in Florida for I think in December for the Hearts of Reality thing, but then they kind of switched things around right there and they didn't do it. But someone else picked up and I went to the other thing, but I didn't see you there. I was hoping to see both of you. I know, Derek, you were there in the past, right? The Hearts of Reality.
I went there my first year. I was going to go the year after, but people act a little different after you're not on this season, your fresh season.
It was an experience there. Definitely an experience.
Yes, exactly.
Like no other.
Experience. And of course, I love going there because of the kids.
Yeah.
I always think about the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
And the fans. Sure. But things just didn't pan out that way. I wish they would do something maybe somewhere else. You know, stuff like why don't they do New York or something? Like I feel like you get more
to New York. That's a drive away for us. Where are you from?
In the village. The kids are down there in the village, so I get that. So yes, please continue supporting. The fundraiser and the charity. Please continue doing that. So all right, we're gonna let you go.
All right.
No, was that
okay,
brother?
Very nice meeting both of you. Well, I met you there before, but Hisam, very nice meeting you, and we'll be in touch. I'm sure I'll see you somewhere around Philly.
If you're in Philly, I'm in Philly. We will see each other.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. All right. You have a good one, guys. All right. Bye. Bye.
Nice dimples, Hisam. That's all you got to say. Nice dimples.
He has great dimples.
I feel bad. I feel like we kind of took away one of the fans' moments.
That was a compliment.
I feel like we should at least do one more person because that feel didn't.
Person, but then I gotta go, darling.
Okay, darling. I just feel like he was very sweet, very nice. I have to make sure to follow.
He's very nice, and I'm gonna watch Buddy Games.
And not you asking his pronouns, and he's going, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Hi.
Hey, how are
you? Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, my name's Chandler. I love you guys so much.
Chandler?
Thank you. Hi, Chandler. Okay, you don't have to tell us all your details because we understand we're, on the internet. Where you from? What city or state?
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Ah,
Well, sort of like close to New Orleans, but yeah.
Talking about your state today.
Really?
yeah, we did talk about your state today. It was actually,
Why so?
Because they're
um,
being sued for their transgender ban.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no. Oh, I didn't even know that. I need to keep
That's,
up with current events more.
yeah, no
Oh,
worries.
no worries. Every Tuesday, we will bring something to the table that everyone doesn't know. But what questions do you have? What's going on? What do you want to talk about? We're gonna be closing out soon, but we'll be back next
Well, I
Tuesday.
have a funny question. Not really funny, but a little off
Okay.
topic. It's for both of you, and I want both of you to
Oh,
answer.
okay. I love the demanding. She's like, both
Yeah.
of you
Yes.
answer.
Yeah, she has a dominatrix in her life past or present. Who knows?
Permission
Okay.
to answer the question, Hisam.
This
Okay.
is Mary F. Throwaway.
Oh shit.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Mary F. Way. Okay.
We have Jeff Probst,
Ooh.
3 Fields, and Taryn Armstrong. Go.
Oh no.
Are we talking? Wait.
We're not.
Are we,
It's it's however you interpret it.
but who's Terry Armstrong?
He does the podcast like Rob has a podcast. He's like,
Oh,
Taryn,
right. I'm sorry.
are you
I'm
joking?
so sorry. See, I only know him as Taryn. I don't know him as his last name.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
A lot of
Okay.
shit for this.
Oh, it's very easy for me. This is very easy
Let's
for me, right?
hear it.
Yeah. So I'm marrying Jeff Probst,
Okay.
right? I'm marrying Jeff Probst. He basically is, with marrying comes sex, so that's great.
Right.
Uh, Taryn can get
Yeah.
it. Taryn can get it, and Sari would have to go. She
Oh,
voted me out. House. That's very.
oh
It
no.
was part of the reason I was evicted. So there's no hard feelings. I don't have anything negative, but like,
Bye, Sari.
yeah, bye, Sari. Yeah, I mean, like, you may have a different choice, but like, yeah, like, I find both of those gentlemen attractive, right? Like, I think both of them are attractive, right? Like,
Yeah, Hisam.
Look,
Okay, calm down, Hisam.
I'll be honest, I would pick the same thing as you.
yeah, Taryn's a rock climber. If
Yeah.
you look at his videos, you might have a moment. Okay, anyway, Darren choices.
Okay. So
Oh my god.
I'm definitely, I'm definitely marrying Sari.
All right.
And just because of the reason of
You want to be siblings with Jared, just like Izzy did?
no, I'm good. That's too much. I wouldn't claim them. But I would marry Sari just because of the fact that she's a ride or die, as like in my like
AF.
right in my vision. I guess I'm fucking Taryn because I saw what he looks like, so I get what Hisam is saying. Like, like
Girl,
what it is.
not going to want to be with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Sidebar, no one gets mad at me. I just know Taryn is Taryn. I don't know his full name, okay? And then I'm definitely throwing away Jeff Probst. Like, we have had so much beef over these last seasons of me watching him. I am so tired of him and his, like, messiness when he gets to those tribal councils. He's been driving me insane. So, yeah, I'm throwing him away. I don't know if you watched my other show
I do.
but the other show, when I used to talk about Jeff, he used to drive me insane because he would come up there and say, "All right, well, let's talk about it. So and so found an immunity idol. Are you gonna use that immunity idol?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, no."
My god.
He's messy. He's the messy of the messy. To tell you the truth, he should be on Baddies on Zeus Network. He's messy. He should be on Traders, to be honest.
So, he should. So you're more of a Julie girl?
Yes, Julie's my girl. And you know, I love her to death. But to be honest, if I had to pick a host that I love even more, and I hope Julie does not hear me say this,
Uh-oh.
I love TJ Lavin. Like, he
Really?
is so daddy, and he is just so like,
He's just really attracted to him.
no, I just love him because let me tell you,
There it
let me tell you a little,
is.
no, I'm gonna tell you a little side, I'm gonna tell you a little side story. You know, TJ, and people don't know this, TJ actually reached out to me and was like, I hope to see you one day, you know, on the challenge. And that meant a lot to me because he didn't even have to know who I was. Usually people that he talks to or interact are people that have been on the show.
Right.
So, you know, for me to like get the follow and then the message, like that meant a lot to me. So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is that, but I hope that answers your
It
question.
does. Thank you guys so much. I mean, this is honestly crazy. Even talking to y'all, I'm a fan of both of you guys so much. I mean, both of your seasons. I'm a hardcore BB person.
Thank
So
you.
thank you guys for
Well,
accepting
you
my.
enjoy this long break of BB until summertime, and we'll all be going through it again. And
Oh, yeah.
we'll see if I
It's a whole thing.
have to replace Hisam with another person from BB26 at this
Oh,
point.
don't you dare.
Well, it was so nice talking to you. Happy New
Thank you
Year.
guys.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.
Such a sweetheart. So nice.
It's been so great.
Hisam, you
All right.
did good tonight.
Yeah, it's time to wrap up.
You are such an old man. You're like, oh, I gotta go. Okay. Hey, listen, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next
We'll see you next
Tuesday. Um,
day.
please make sure you submit your questions and try to join us. And we love you.
We love you. Happy New Year, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us and being part of the community.
I'm glad we
And
can see.
and one last thing. If any of you guys have ideas on ways that I could be better serving the community, I would love to hear them. So DM me.
Oh, I know better ways you can serve the community for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we definitely can tell you exactly how you can serve. Okay. We
Yes.
definitely can. And I
Yes.
remember from one person to another, love your friends, give them hugs, do them right, and
Yeah.
just remember.
All right, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.